Yo, 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 everybody. Welcome back to the motherfucking Minority Sports Report RASSLIN edition. You already know I got the belt.
There it is.
Ooh, it was upside down. Now it's not.
Had to bust it out.
Always gotta bust it out. That's my thing. You're not even ready for next week, brother. You're not even ready. Ooh, I'm gonna bring some heat.
Not prepared for you.
No, you're not. Nobody.
You're the Zeus to my Hulk Hogan.
That's fucked up. Couldn't I be like Andre the Giant or something? Somebody that actually had a career? It's fucked up.
Zeus had a career.
I mean, he did. He did, but as a jobber. Anyways. We got some wrestling for y'all.
Yeah, a lot of wrestling. Kick it off with the brands you don't watch. I believe last week's Impact was the final one on Tuesday nights. I think this week starts their Thursday night show.
Oh yeah, okay.
Got to double check that, but yeah, I believe that was the last Tuesday show. They kicked it off with Fire and Flavor. Jesus, taking on Havoc and Nevaeh. And Fire and Flavor got the win there. After the match, Nevaeh, she finally, you know how these two have been having issues off and on the last few weeks about their losses and shit like that. They've been getting frustrated and all that.
Yeah.
There's been like tension. Well, it finally turned. Nevaeh turned heel, beat the shit out of Havoc after the loss. And that's how that shit ended there. So yeah, we're probably gonna get a match this week between Havoc and Nevaeh, or maybe they'll do something for Hardcore Justice, the next pay-per-view next weekend.
That seems more plausible.
Yeah, possibly, but we'll see what happens on this week's episode of Impact.
Give me 1 second.
Yes, sir.
I just fucked up and didn't have a lighter. I got everything but a fucking lighter. Fuck.
Old ass man throwing out his back, going to get a lighter.
Maybe edit this out, maybe not. Who knows? We'll see how I'm feeling. Not. We'll see how I'm feeling. Sorry.
You'll just hear me call you an old ass man and take a sip.
I heard you.
So yeah, so after that match, and Nevaeh turning heel, we had Sami Callihan taking on Larry D of Triple XL. Yeah, Sami Callihan got the win there. After the match, Triple XL beat up Sami Callihan, and they were waiting for Trey Miguel to come out. Well, to see if Trey Miguel came out to save Sami Callihan, because Sami Callihan saved Trey Miguel from getting jumped by Triple XL the previous week.
Yeah, I remember now.
I don't know if it was Triple XL, but he got jumped by somebody, and Sami Callihan saved him. Trey Miguel didn't return the favor this week. So, yeah, Sami Callihan just caught an ass whipping. Hey. That's how that ended. Then we had a match between the most professional wrestler, Brian Myers. He took on Suicide. And got the win over Suicide in that one. After the match, Myers declined a challenge from Matt Cardona to a match because they were like best friends turned enemies, and they've been having that beef over the last few weeks, as we've discussed before.
Yeah.
After that, we had Jazz. She's pissed off about Deonna. I think it was Deonna Purrazzo. I forgot to put who it was. I'm pretty sure it's Deonna Purrazzo. I get the names mixed up with some of the knockouts. I haven't got them all straight yet.
It's all good. We just started.
Yeah. But yeah, so Jazz is challenging one of them to a match at Hardcore Justice. She ran into Tommy Dreamer. Tommy Dreamer is in the process of booking Hardcore Justice. So he happened to throw this match together where Jazz is putting her career on the line. It's basically it's called a Jeopardy match, so they have to put something on the line. I'm not sure what the other girl's gonna have to put on the line, but Jazz is putting her career on the line in this one. So we'll see what happens at Hardcore Justice. That would be interesting to see.
Yeah, hardcore. I want to watch that this Saturday, right?
That yes, it is. Shit, I will be helping my parents move, but I should be back in time for the pay-per-view.
Hey, somebody will watch it.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, so next up we had the current X Division champion Ace Austin and his homeboy that always rides with him, Madman Fulton. They were in tag action against former X Division champion TJP and Josh, the Canadian Kurt Angle dude that I like, Josh Alexander. This was a good match, but TJP and Josh Alexander, they were arguing a lot during the match because, I mean, they're not normally tag team partners. They're rivals in the division and shit like that. They just happened to team up in this one, and they started arguing a lot, and it cost them the match. So Ace Austin and Madman Fulton got the win there.
Ace Austin, double A instead of double J.
Double A. It's good. He's a good wrestler, man. That whole X division is nasty.
I know, man. Not sidebar. Not only you, I've heard this from other people who've watched wrestling, friends that you know and people you don't know who've told me the X division is tight as shit. So
yeah,
I can't knock it because I haven't watched it, but
they got some young talent in there, man. It's nice. It's not bad. Next up, we had Don Callis. Not only irritating people on AEW, he's irritating people in his own company and Impact. He approached Willie Mack, who's friends with Impact World Champion Rich Swann.
Nice.
So he approached him, basically talked a lot of shit, saying that Rich Swann had stood no chance against Kenny Omega in the match that they got coming up at that next pay-per-view. Rich Swann comes out of nowhere and confronts Callis. He gets attacked from behind by Kenny Omega and the Good Brothers. Mac and Rich Swann get some help from Eddie Edwards, and then they announce a 6-man tag match later on in the night. Actually, that's for the 6-man tag. I believe that's this week
on Thursday.
Yeah, I believe it's going to be this week's episode on Thursday, if that is correct.
Word up, dog.
Then we had a nice little promo by the leader of Violent by Design, Eric Young, and they had the Violent by Design squad fucking loving his promos. That dude's voice and the promos that they cut they're amazing. Like, you should try to YouTube his promos and see this dude. I really enjoy them. It's a good ass promo. And then in the main event, we had James Storm in his 1000th Impact Wrestling match, taking on Eric Young of Violent by Design, because they've had, I guess, a long-running beef in Impact because they're like Impact originals, kind of.
There's a fucking Jedi Mind Tricks album by Violent by Design, same name. It's fucking
for real?
Yeah. All right, sorry.
But yeah, so these two went at it in the main event, and James Storm got the win over Eric Young in his 1000th match. He ended up reuniting with one of his former tag team partners that he turned on like years ago.
Oh shit!
He smashed him in the face with a bottle.
That shit's always classic in wrestling.
Yeah, because I told you, like, I watch like an hour or two before Impact starts, and they'll show like classic episodes on Twitch.
Yeah.
And I seen that happen. Like, he smashed. They lose a tag match. I think they may have lost the titles or something, or just lost a general match. And he smashes a bottle in his face and turns on him. But they reunited at this event. And they helped each other out. James Storm's got the win there.
Yeah, nice. Oh,
nope, just muted. Just
look
muted.
at this guy, fancy, fucking muting his shit. I'm all coughing on the mic, like I don't know any better, like some uncouth fucking heathen. That's me.
I don't want to get any phlegm. So that was Impact. Like I said, again, for the probably 100th time in this little segment, they're probably moving to Thursday, I believe, this week. May or may not be right about that.
It's happening though. It's happening.
It's happening sooner or later.
Because
then we had some New Japan. New Japan is back.
Yes.
We had, I figured out the New Japan Japanese side. So basically, they do a lot of lead up to a major event. A lot of those lead ups are basically like everybody involved in the major event in a bunch of these weird tag matches, 6-man tag matches, 8-man tag matches, and shit like that. And then at the event, they have like the real matches, like the title matches and shit like that.
So are they like smaller beefs?
Yeah, imagine them doing like televised house shows leading up to a pay-per-view.
Okay, that makes fucking perfect sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's my understanding of this. So what I'm gonna do going forward for now, until I figure out something else, is I'm just gonna cover those major events instead of the lead ups too.
No, that's smart, man.
Yeah, I'm not gonna cover everything too. Like this past one, there was 2 title changes, so I basically just covered those.
Word.
But yeah. So before we get to that, New Japan Strong, the US side.
Mm-hmm.
We had their little 3-match episode that they do weekly on Friday nights. They kicked it off with Rocky Romero defeating Kevin Knight. We had a tag match with Alex Coughlin and TJP, whose name we heard in the Impact segment. He was on New Japan Strong on Friday.
Okay.
In that tag match, he took on John Clearwater and Mysterioso, and Alex Coughlin and TJP got the win there. And then in the main event, Team Filthy, our boy Tom Lawler from Massachusetts.
Yeah, Tommy boy.
He was in a 6-man match with JR Kratos and Chris Dickinson. They defeated Brody King and the Regal twins. That's Logan and Sterling Regal.
Like William Regal's kids?
Don't believe so.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I don't believe so. The spelling looks different, but I don't remember the spelling of his name. But I don't believe it was the same way because they spell it Riegel.
Oh, it's totally different. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a different spelling. Yeah.
But yeah, they're good young tag team. They're like legit twins. They're like identical twins.
That's tight.
Yeah, they're pretty good. And then I don't remember exactly when it was in the episode, but they announced for the New Japan Cup USA 2021, the qualifying's all done. So that's the actual tournament's going to begin this Friday. On this Friday's episode. Normally, the winner gets a shot at the IWGP US Championship, the United States Championship, which is currently held by Jon Moxley. But this year, they announced that it's going to be a little different. The winner of this year's tournament is going to be the New Japan World Pro Wrestling Strong Open Weight World Champion or Open Weight Champion.
These are getting like NASCAR races, bro.
Yeah, so shit. The New Japan Strong Open Weight Champion. They announced a new belt. Looks pretty dope. I like it.
Oh, is that the picture you sent?
No, that is the Japanese side. That's the That's the IWGP Heavyweight Championship and the Intercontinental Championship. That's the unified belt.
Gotcha.
This is a separate belt. Gotcha. This is going to be on the US side.
Okay. I fucked up.
Yeah. So the winner of this tournament is going to be crowned the new open weight champion for New Japan Strong. So that was the US side of New Japan. And then on the Japanese side, we had the Sakura Genesis 2021 event.
Sakura, that's cherry blossoms.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
I don't know Sakura.
I'll take your word for
it. Literally, you know how I know that is because, no bullshit, right before we were recording, I was reading this article about the cherry blossoms, also known as Sakura, blooming super early, and they think it's because of global warming. But that's beside the facts. So that's how I know that. That
wouldn't surprise me. That makes sense. But yeah, so there was. I don't remember. I don't think this was a 2-day event like some of their major events are. I think this was only the one night. But like I said, I'm only covering the 2 championship matches because the titles change hands.
Right.
We had the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championship. It was Suzuki Gun is the name of the tag team. It's El Desperado and Yoshinobu Kanemaru. They were the champions and they lost to Roppongi 3K, which is Sho and Yo.
And Andre 3000.
It's Show and Yo. Apparently, this dude Yo is just got back from a knee injury. He's been laid out for a long time. These dudes have teamed up in the past, but like kind of went their separate ways for a while, but are now back together, and they are now the junior heavyweight tag team champions.
Nice.
Yeah, and it was a good match. I did watch these two matches too. I went and checked these two out. Didn't know anybody in that match. I did see El Desperado in some singles matches before. Because I believe he's the junior heavyweight champion right now as well. So I seen him win that belt. But yeah, so that was a good one. And then in the main event, we had the belt we discussed, the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship, which, like I said, is the unified heavyweight and intercontinental championship belts. This is the match for the New Japan side of the New Japan Cup. The winner of that tournament, Will Ospreay. This is his title shot from winning that tournament. He was taking on champion Kota Ibushi, and he got the win in a fantastic match. I believe I don't even remember how he got the win. I forgot the name. I forgot his finisher. But it was, dude, great match. A lot of like real, I mean, just like Japanese wrestling, real technical and shit like that. But it was a great match. Put on a great show. Did see that. After the match, Ospreay said that he wants to get revenge on a loss that he got a couple of their like events pay-per-views ago. Wrestle Kingdom 15. I guess he lost to this guy named Kazuchika Okada. So he wants to avenge that loss. So Okada came out and was going to confront him, but he got cut off by Shingo Takagi, who beat Okada in the New Japan Cup. So he thinks he has the rightful title shot. So Ospreay said that he's going to give the dude who cut him off, Shingo Takagi, he gets the first title shot since he won the match at New Japan Cup. And then when he beats him, then he's going to get his revenge on the dude he lost to, Okada.
Okada.
I know you don't recognize the names, but it's a little confusing. But
I will soon enough. Once I start watching the shit, I'll be like, oh.
Yeah, but the first one, Will Ospreay, he's going to his first match defending is going to be against, like I said, against Takagi. That's going to be May 4th at Wrestling Dontaku. That's going to be on the second night of that event.
Hell yeah!
And then whoever wins that match is going to go on and take on Okada.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so that was New Japan.
You already know I was reaching for it.
Yep. And now we get some contributions from John because we get AEW Dynamite.
AEW Dynamite. Look at that shine, nigga. Look at that shine.
Bling bling.
Every time I come around, I say it, man, Hot Boys, boy, holy shit! If we were still doing music on the shows, I'd definitely add that song right now.
So Dynamite kicked off with Kristin Cage's debut, AEW debut, and it was also his first match back in. From what they said, it was his first match back in 7 years.
Yeah, 7 years. This shit was pretty good.
Singles match because he was in the Royal Rumble for WWE.
The last WWE event I think I'll ever watch.
Yeah. He was, so this is his first singles match in 7 years. And he took on apparently a longtime rival in Frankie Kazarian. Apparently these two had a crazy ass ladder match. I think they said like 13 years ago. I don't know under what promotion it was for. It might have been Impact or TNA, whatever it was branded at the time.
Yeah, it was that. Yeah.
Yeah. But so Kristin Cage ended up getting the win in this one. He hit his kill switch after throwing Kazarian into the ring post. So he picked up the win in his first AEW match.
Yeah, it was definitely, for me, it was really old school wrestling. Like,
yeah.
That's why I like AEW, because they don't really stick to, everyone has a certain, like, other brands, everyone wrestles the same. Like every match is different. So what I really liked about it was the pacing of it. It was very old school, 80s, early 90s, even like 2000s wrestling.
Well, you got to think these two guys have been around forever.
I know,
they were
that's
trained in that era,
exactly.
so that's why we liked it, because that's the style they were trained in. That
started
era
off slow and technical, and then it was really good. And the bump started happening late in the match, which was great. It was just like, it was fucking good. It was really good. I was very impressed for his first like singles match. He didn't look bad at all.
Cage kicked out of that. What was it? What's the shit from the flux capacitor?
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot that's what he calls that shit.
The modified Spanish fly. That Kazarian. He hit Christian Cage with it off the top rope, but Cage kicked out of it. It was pretty crazy.
Yeah, it was a good match. I would recommend. I always recommend watching AEW. Watch that shit tonight, even though we're not recording it the day it airs. Watch it tonight. I'm thinking
might have been. Nah, Arcade Anarchy was pretty dope. I was gonna say it might have been my favorite match of the night, but no, it wasn't.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah. After Christian Cage picked up the win, we had a little promo by Darby Allin, basically saying Matt Hardy had to earn his respect because his money doesn't mean shit to him. But it was all dramatic and artistic, like only Darby Allin can do.
Yep. Really emo.
Yep.
In like the most respectful way. It was awesome.
Yep. He had Matt Hardy's face, like
the cutout.
It was supposed to be stapled or glued or whatever, but it was like put on top of his face. It was pretty funny.
I like when he does that shit.
Yeah, that's his go-to bit. After that, we had another little promo by Jade Cargill. She cut a little promo on Red Velvet, basically telling her that she can't be her because she's that bitch.
That bitch.
And
she is head bitch in charge. HBIC.
After that, we had the unsanctioned exhibition match with special guest referee Arn Anderson. It was Cody Rhodes taking on QT Marshall. A lot of shit's been brewing up between QT Marshall and everybody else
in the Nightmare family.
To nobody else's knowledge, because nobody else knew about it other than QT Marshall. Everybody's just finding out QT's mad.
They're like, what the fuck, bro? Yeah,
but yeah, so they would put this match best friend versus best friend. It was funny. They gave QT no intro, so they kind of played that up like, oh, he's still in Cody's shadow, this and that. He's Cody's friend. It's basically, it started off as like an exhibition. Cody said he wasn't going to hit certain moves, and he let go of a lot of shit during the match, but shit just started escalating as they went on, started hitting each other harder and harder. QT was slapping the shit out of Cody. And at the end of the match, the way the match ended is QT Marshall, as he was entering in the ring, Cody was kind of holding the ropes open for him and like clapping him into the ring. And as he did that, he attacks Arn Anderson, punches him right in the face. Everybody rushes into the ring like, yo, what the fuck? And QT Marshall jumps on the stage, starts walking away. Everybody staring at him like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? And then that's when 3 members of the Nightmare family jump everybody else. They attack him from behind with a chair and beat the shit out of everybody. Those 3 members are Aaron Solo, Nick Camarado, and Anthony Ogogo.
Yeah, I didn't know who any of those niggas were.
Anthony Ogogo, they had him on the announced team one time. He's like an Olympic boxer.
Okay.
Nick Camarado, I've seen him the few times that I've watched Dark. I don't know who the Aaron Solo dude is.
All right.
Nick Camarado is that big, jacked, hairy, bearded
that
white
motherfucker
dude. That's Nick Camarado, and the taller black guy, Jack Black guy, that's Anthony Ogogo.
Yeah,
he's the Olympic boxer.
Big.
But yeah, so they jumped the rest of the Nightmare family. So it looks like QT Marshall got his own little faction teaming up. But yeah, they beat the shit out of everybody. They powerbomb Lee Johnson on the stage.
Yeah, that was
Well,
nasty.
they tossed him from the ring to the stage, powerbombed him. QT Marshall slammed Arn Anderson's arm on the guardrail. They pile drived in already bloody Dustin on the steel steps. Yeah, somebody breathed. Like I said when we were watching it, somebody breathed on Dustin. He's bloody already.
He's already bloody. Somebody took a breath on him.
So yeah, they did that to Dustin, and then QT was gonna smash Cody's head on the steps with the chair, but Red Velvet came out and made the save, started pleading with him to stop and shit like that. They're saying that they were friends, and QT dropped the chair, just walked off through the heel side with his new little faction, his little squad.
Squad up. We don't have a name for them yet, do we?
Nope. I didn't hear anything yet.
I didn't. Okay, I didn't either.
The Nightmare Amigos. After that, we had a new promo. Well, not a new promo. A promo from a new team, which is a little surprising. I didn't see these guys teaming up. We had Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky cutting a promo, basically saying they're fed up with being like passed over and like looked over and shit like that for different things. They're feeling disrespected, so they're gonna take what they feel is theirs. And they're having their first match on, I think it was Elevation. It might be Elevation, which is airing today, which is we're recording this on a Monday. It was either Elevation or Dark. So either Monday or Tuesday on their YouTube shows. They had a match up with the Seidel brothers. So
okay, cool.
Yeah, if you're seeing this now, look it up online. I don't know what happened yet. After that, we had Red Velvet was getting interviewed backstage. She got attacked by Jade Cargill, who, surprise, surprise, told her she's that bitch. And that was that. Had another Moxley promo. Basically, he talked shit about the Good Brothers breaking Eddie Kingston's ankle, or breaking Eddie Kingston's ankles. Well, not ankles, ankle. Talk shit about how everything's pissing him off and how he's going to take it out on the dude he was fighting. And then we had John Moxley taking on Cesar Bennani.
Cesar, huge fucking
big jack Brazilian American football player.
Yeah, I got to see how tall that dude is, bro, because he's massive.
Oh no, that's that. I was thinking it was Doc Gallows' height that they got in my mind. Yeah, I'm not sure how tall he is, but he's a big dude. But yeah,
6'6".
6'6". Yeah, big dude.
Yeah, shit.
Well, Cesar Bennani was out there with his little squad of JD Drake and Ryan Nemeth, a couple of dudes who they're always on Dark and shit like that. They try to interfere on Bennani's behalf, but Moxley was able to fight them off, and he got the win by rear naked choke. Got the submission win on Cesar Bennani.
Big old Cesar. He'll get a push.
Yeah, probably.
Because why else would he be on Dark?
Yeah, he's probably just learning still. Probably still mad young, learning.
He's actually 34.
Yeah, but if he had a long career in that American Football League, because they said he was a multi-time All-Pro and shit like that, so he probably played for a while.
Young in age.
No. I meant young in experience. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, yeah, he's fucking huge.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they said he was like a 5-time All-Pro for that Brazilian football, Brazilian American Football League. Yeah, he's a tight end.
So like
a monster.
He's a big motherfucker. Like,
man, it's like Gronk.
Yeah, right. If Gronk was a full-time wrestler, like that's exactly what he would look like.
After that, we had a little message from Taz, from T Taz, that seemed to backfire. Taz was trying to put on a front that they're unified, but ended up still showing beef between Ricky Starks and Brian Cage. So we'll see how that turns out in the weeks coming.
Brian's gonna take the FTW belt and go fucking babyface, heel face.
And then Team Taz is gonna do everything in their power to win it back.
To try to get it back, and that's how they make FTW belt relevant in AEW.
Cage, Darby, and Sting versus Team Taz.
Yeah, another cinematic match. I could totally see that. Oh shit! The lights
finally see Hook in action.
Oh yeah, for real, bro. He just be cutting promos and barely.
Yeah,
just standing there looking toughish,
trying to look tough.
Yeah.
Daddy, am I tough?
Does this look mean?
Let me put my hoodie up.
All right,
that looks mean.
He's too young in the face. That's what it is. Like,
yeah, it is. He does got that baby face.
Yeah, he's got a baby face. That's what.
Not even sure how old he is. He's probably still mad young.
He's gotta be, man. They have a lot of kids in that shit, and like, I mean, young adults. Like,
yeah,
we say that every time. But, anyways.
After that, we had MGF trying to give a gift to the Pinnacle, his new squad.
Oh yeah.
He introduced their new personal stylist and then said that they were going to get an interior decorator for the locker room that they stole from the Inner Circle. Said that he was going to change the bathroom. And when he opened the bathroom, the Inner Circle was staying. Well, a couple of members of the Inner Circle were staying in there. And he closed the door, tried to close the door right away. So we got to get out of here. Tried to leave the locker room. And then Jake Hager was standing at the entrance locker room. So then basically the Inner Circle beat the shit out of the Pinnacle, beat him up all along the backstage area. At one point, Sammy Guevara slammed Sean Spears' head in the door, in like the door frame. Jake Hager slammed Wardlow through a massage table. Santana and Ortiz fucked up FTR. One member of the FTR got thrown in an ice bath. The other one looked like he got stabbed in the forehead with some wood.
Yeah, that was so
I don't even remember what happened to Tully. He was probably old and fell over somewhere.
Yeah, they just kind of pushed him to the side.
Yeah, pushed him off to the side so they didn't have to fuck him up too bad. And then Jericho put MJF's head in the toilet.
I was thinking about that shit all day today. Every time I took a piss at work.
He gave him a swirly. And then smashed his head through the glass door of the fridge that was in the locker room.
Oh yeah, with all the Bud Lights or whatever.
Yeah, and then so the Inner Circle reclaimed their locker room. Put their little plaque up on the entrance door, so they got their shit back. Reclaimed their throne.
I wonder how it's gonna work when football season's in. I wonder if they'll be traveling by then. I would assume so.
Maybe, but also that Daly's place is a separate spot. Like it's attached to the arena, like the field and shit like that, but it's kind of separate, so they might still be able to put on shows there.
Because I know they're doing the shit that was supposed to happen this month in Boston. They rescheduled for September, so that's usually football season starts right around then. So they're probably going to be on the road. Yeah, they're probably going to be on the road. Yeah. Come back to Colorado so I can go.
So after that incident, we had a Young Bucks interview that kind of got cut short with Don Callis. He came over and just started trying to talk shit.
I totally checked out on this one until he slapped him.
Don Callis was starting to talk shit. Nick Jackson didn't want to hear it, so he just walks away. Callis was basically telling Matt Jackson that he broke Kenny Omega's heart when the Young Bucks sided with Jon Moxley.
You're breaking my heart.
Yeah, said that Kenny Omega, he left all his life in Japan and all his success and all that shit in Japan for them to start AEW because he believed in them, and then they turned their backs on, like, made this whole big sob story. Said that Matt Jackson was dead inside, and that's when he slapped the shit out of him. That's when you were like, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. Off of Instagram ass. Oh shit, what?
Yeah, so he gets Matt Jackson gets slapped by Callis, and he kind of yokes him up, grabs him by the collar, breathes really hard, but doesn't do anything. And then
breathes really hard.
I don't remember if he called him a coward or Callis said something as he walked off, but yeah, I don't know what's going on there.
We'll see. It's that fucking, what is it, that the shit that's in New Japan?
Oh, the Bullet Club?
Bullet Club shit. That's what it is. Yeah.
The club that they may or may not be allowed to use anymore.
Yeah. Right.
After that, we had a 6-man tag match with Kenny
dope.
Omega and the Good Brothers taking on the Lucha Bros and the Laredo Kid. And yeah, this was a fantastic match. Like I always say, any match with the Lucha Bros is going to be fantastic.
Always up here.
Loving this dude, the Laredo Kid, more and more.
Yeah, he's getting. Yeah, he's really. Was he an X? You said he's been an X Division guy. Or
No, I don't know if he was in Impact.
He's
but
champ of something.
He's the AAA.
That's what it is.
Cruiserweight champion.
Yeah.
So yeah, Kenny Omega's their heavyweight champion. He's their cruiserweight champion, and the Lucha Bros are their tag team champions. It's a Mexican promotion.
Yeah, them niggas is nasty.
Yeah,
love
yeah, great match. It was a good effort by the Lucha Bros and the Laredo Kid. There was a lot of great spots in there, but obviously Kenny Omega and the Good Brothers are going to get the push.
Right.
So they got the win there. After the match, Moxley walked out and just kind of, did his little strut onto the stage, walked down to the ring, mad nonchalant about it. Looked like he was getting ready to jump everybody by himself. And then the Young Bucks walked out and they kind of backed him up. And as they were like getting ready to rush into the ring and attack Good Brothers and Kenny Omega, they just dip off. They wanted no part of it.
No parts.
So that's how that shit ended there.
No parts. Just like John Starks didn't want no parts of that free throw.
I don't get the reference.
Deep cut. I know. Watch the 30. It's fucking tight.
After that, we had a Dr. Britt Baker interview.
Oh.
Which basically she got interviewed by Reba. Because I don't know if Shivani was supposed to do it and didn't show up or what happened there. Because I think they said, Shivani, like they were waiting. They made it seem like they were waiting for him.
Yeah.
And they're like, we'll just do it ourselves.
Like, fuck it.
But yeah, she basically just talked about elevation and saying that how she's going to like elevation kind of.
Elevation.
Still talking shit about Thunder Rosa.
I know.
So we still got that rivalry brewing. After that, we had a women's tag match.
Yeah.
We had Allie, a.k.a. The Bunny, and Nyla Rose taking on Ty Conti and Hikaru Shida. Allie and Nyla Rose picked up the win there. There was a lot going on because the Dark Order and the Hardy family were all out on the outside.
Yeah.
At the end of the match, they all started getting into it. Ty Conti did some kind of move from the ring to the outside, took everybody out. And as she was getting back in the ring, Vicky Guerrero distracted Aubrey Edwards, which allowed Allie to take Hikaru Shida's kendo stick and hit, take Ty Conti with it and pick up the win there. So they kind of stole that shit from my girl Ty Conti. And your girl Hikaru Shida.
Holy Shida. They fucking cheated.
But yeah, so that set up a singles match between Ty Conti and Allie this week. I don't know what show it's on. I'm hoping Dynamite because that's probably the only one I'm going to be watching this week.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. Now that I don't have Impact on Tuesday, I might be able to watch Dark. We'll see.
Oh, yeah, that's real.
So yeah, after that, we had the main event, which was the Arcade Anarchy match, which was essentially a no-holds-barred match with a bunch of arcade machines. There was
classic from our era.
Yeah, like Mortal Kombat and shit.
Primal Rage.
There was a whack-a-mole table. There was an air hockey table.
There was a prize wall.
Prize table, claw machine.
And you could win this belt.
Yep, you could win that belt.
Mm-hmm. I only paid like $20 for it.
Or a chair was like 20,000 tickets or some shit like that.
It was stupid. It was fun.
There was a roll of barbed wire, a kendo stick,
sure.
Trash can lid. This match was crazy. Instead of a bag of thumbtacks, we had a a stuffed rabbit filled with Legos.
Bro, that shit was crazy.
That it was, I think it was Chuck Taylor got powerbombed on.
Oh my god, that shit was crazy. Like thumbtacks are nuts. Thumbtacks go in you and they're sharp and they hurt, but they stick in you real, because they're sharp and they puncture. This man got up and there were Legos stuck to his back. And I was just like, oh my god, this shit is fucking terrible.
Yeah, shit was brutal. But yeah, so as this progressed, Orange Cassidy hit the orange punch on Kip Sabian in the ring, and not Penelope Ford. I was jumping ahead. Aubrey Edwards was counting the 1, 2, 3, and as she was getting to the 3, Penelope Ford pulls her out of the ring. Aubrey Edwards gets in her face like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Kinda, and that's when Orange Cassidy comes out, tries to confront Penelope Ford, gets kicked in the dick for his troubles. And I think Penelope Ford she took off her belt and was going to whip him.
Yeah.
I believe is what she was going to do. And like, as she was going to do that, fucking super surprised. I completely forgot about this person, but Chris Statlander popped up out of nowhere in the claw machine, hiding in all the stuffed animals. Busted her way out of the claw machine and beat the shit out of Penelope Ford, put her through the air hockey table.
Yeah, that shit was so tight.
Yeah, so it was good to see Chris Statlander back. Completely forgot about her. I didn't even know she was out with an injury. We probably covered it.
No, we talked about it. And
forgot all about it.
It's been so long. Yeah, this is before COVID.
Yeah, she's out there. I seen the knee brace on her. She's rocking the knee brace. But yeah, she's back. It's just good to see that. As we progressed through the match, we had Miro beating the shit out of both Orange Cassidy and Chuck Taylor up that little driveway area that they have, because it's like that partial outdoor arena that they're using. So it's like accessible by vehicles. As they're like crawling up the Orange Cassidy and Chuck Taylor crawling up the ramp after being fucked up, we start seeing headlights coming, and it was minivan. And who was it? None other than Trent and his mom, Sue. Pulling up in the white minivan. So Trent is back from his injury. The 3 best friends regroup and attack Miro. Not right away. Some shit happened in between, but eventually Trent speared Miro through a table. Chuck Taylor hit Kip Sabian with a running power slam off the stage and put him through like a little platform area. And they picked up the win in the Arcade Anarchy match. After the match, they had to give everybody what they want and hit the patented 3-way hug in the middle of the ring. Then they seen Chris Statlander, called her in, went with the 4-way hug, and then everybody gave Trent's mom, Sue, the big thumbs up. And that's how Dynamite ended.
Yeah, she was tight.
Yeah, it's good to see the best friends back together.
Best friends. Orange Cassidy got a new song.
Yeah, I don't know that song, but it's Tony Khan spent some money. So that's what Jungle Boy and now Orange Cassidy, he dropped money on their tracks.
No, I don't think so. Oh wait. Sorry, yeah. Sorry. I thought. You said Jungle Boy and Orange Cassidy, and I was literally thinking Luchasaurus and fucking Marco Stunt. I was like, no. But yeah, 2 different, yeah,
because their theme songs are like legit,
like actual songs,
legit hits,
legitimate hits, yeah. This is crazy. It's tight. I love AEW. I can't wait to watch it on Wednesday, which would be tonight. If you're watching it today, which would be Wednesday.
If you're watching this when this drops.
When it drops, drop it like it's motherfucking hot. Yeah, we're done, right?
Yes, sir.
Cool. Thank you, guys. We appreciate you for spending some time with us, whether it's fucking 10 minutes, 1 minute, 2 seconds, or the whole fucking episode. We appreciate it. And you can follow us all collectively at TMS Report. Skame, where can they follow you, bro?
I'm at Skame666.
He's at Skame666. And I am at The Beatnik. Thank you guys for watching. We'll be back next week. and have some more wrestling. And you ain't ready for what's coming. You ain't ready, brother. I'm talking to you, Scam.
Oh, forward.
Yeah.
All right. I guess not. I ain't ready.
Ooh, you see all these flickering lights? Oh my god.